Hello guys, you're all welcome to my channel. My name is Joy. Today's video is going to be about making a skirt and a top. So today's tutorial, in this tutorial I'll be making a skirt and a top. Now this is a pencil skirt, just a basic pencil skirt, and I'll be using this Mikado silk white fabric combined with this Ankara. Okay, so the top has center front buttons. It has a V-neck with the Ankara lace on this part is Mikado silk, just as seen in the picture. I'm just trying to recreate what is in the picture, but I'm using white and this Ankara fabric. We have on this part that is a bit flared, not so flared, and it's also the Ankara fabric. And then it has a basic sleeve with cutout from the Ankara fabric. So I have my patterns here. As always, I have my basic dress block. Since I'm making a skirt and a top, I have my basic dress block. This is the front, and this is the back. So these are the patterns I'll be using to make this skirt and top. So I'll be using this upper part for the top and then this down part for the skirt. So the first thing I'll be doing is to cut out my skirt and then I'll proceed to the top. So let's go. I'll just cut along the waist, but let me just indicate this is my center front to avoid any confusion. This is my side front, and this is my center back, and this is my side back. So I'll just cut I'll cut along the waistline. I'm making the skirt part first. So I'll set the bodies aside. Okay, so this is the front bodies. I'm taking out the darts. I don't usually sew darts on my front skirts. I don't sew that, so I'll just connect to the hip line. This is the dart excess. I'll connect to the hip line. Okay, so I can cut now, then remove the dart. So there won't be any darts at the center, at the front of the skirt, but there will be dart at the back. So I'll remove this part. Okay, so my skirt is going to be bandless. There won't be any band. There won't be any band, but I'm going to be turning it. There will be lining, but the lining is going to stop around the like some inches below the hip line. I think that's fine. Okay, so let's go into the cutting. That's all I'll be doing for my pattern. So this is the fabric I'm using. It doesn't stretch at all. It has zero stretch. So I can cut it any way I like. Okay. So let's start with the front. The front. I have my pattern pinned on the fabric, as you can see. So the next thing I'll be doing is to get the full length of my skirt, and I'll be doing that by starting from the waist. Now remember, I cut this pattern from the dress block. So my initial waist is 19, and this is 19. That's where I'll be starting my tape from and extend to the full length of the skirt. The full length of the skirt will be 47. Then I'll add 1 inch, 1.5 for hemming allowance. Okay, so I have 48.5. That will be fine. Then I'll just connect. It's a pencil skirt, remember. The down is supposed to be tapered. All right, so I'll just measure what I have on the hip line, then minus I have 11. I've just removed 1 inch. That's 9. 9 is fine. So I'm good. I'll just connect this point to my hip line and then add seam allowance. Um, the seam allowance should just be 1 inch. 1 inch is perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, and then half inch on every other side. So I'll be cutting. This is my front skirt pattern on the fabric. Okay, I have my back pattern pinned on the fabric. All that I need to do now is to increase the length. Remember, our starting point is at 19, which is actually the waist, the shoulder to waist. Okay, so the full length is 47 plus 1.5, that's 48.5. I'll just mark that and square a line. So for the back of my skirt, I usually drop it a bit more than the front. Yeah, the back should be more than the front. So what I need to do now is to, let me just extend first. Let me extend this. What I have on my knee, on my hip, that's 11 3/4. I'll mark 11, I'll mark 10, 10 3/4, that's -1. And then I'll also minus another one from the side. I just want it to be very fitted, very, very fitted. That's why I'm doing this. Then connect to my hip, connect to my hip on this side. This is my side back, the side of my back. Okay, so like I said, I usually drop the center back. I'll be doing 1.5 inch. 1.5 is fine for me. So I have 1.5 here. And then one other thing that you need to remember is the back has a slit. Okay. Let me just work on the slit part of the back so that it will be a complete job. So the slit is going to be about let's say 6 inches or 7. 7 is fine. 7 inches, and I'll be going out by 4 inches from this line. This line from this line, 4 inches. Okay. All right. So this is what I have, and then I'll be connecting this point to my side. Yeah. So it's looking kind of slanted. Yeah. I think it's fine. I'm done with that. The next thing is to add my seam allowance, 1 inch on the center back. You can do half because you don't need too much allowance around here. Then half inch on this side too. I'm going to be making an overlapping slit. An overlapping slit. Oh, okay. Overlapping slit is not bad. Yeah. I'm making an overlapping slit for this skirt. An overlapping slit. So I'll just cut. Watch the way I'll be cutting. And then follow the lines. Okay. I'll just notch the dart area. So this is how the back skirt looks like, and this is the front skirt. This is what they both look like. Okay, so I'll be cutting my lining, and my lining is just going to stop here. I don't want it to be a full lining. It's going to stop at this point, so I'll use this pattern to cut my lining for the front and the back. Okay, so the first thing I'll do is to work on my patterns. I'll work on my front and back pattern. Now, if you look closely at the design, you'll notice there is a line coming from, there's a line here. It's a symmetric design. So let me just start by closing my bust dart. Let me close my bust dart. Okay, so my bust dart is closed. Okay, let me work on my neck first, my neck area. It's a V-neck, as you can see. It's a little bit low. Let's say 8 inches or 8.5. So I have this on my shoulder. Okay, so I'm discarding this part, and then I'll do tightening. I'll do my tightening so that there won't be any form of gaping. I'll just remove a 1/4 inch from there. So I'll just close it and redraw the line, straighten the line. Okay, so I'll straighten my line. Okay, so I can discard this part. I don't need this part anymore. Now remember that it has buttons in front, so there's going to be button plackets at the front here. But my neckline stops here. The next thing I'll be doing is to draw this style line, this curved style line that goes to the side of the top. Okay, I think I should use this one at this point. I'm saying something like this. I think this is just perfect. Like let's say it went down by, let's say, 2 inches or 1.5. Okay, 1/3 is okay. So this is what it looks like. All right. So this part is going to be my Mikado silk fabric. That's what I'll be using on that part. And then Ankara also. I'll be cutting, I think I should just cut it out from the neck. Just 1 inch. Okay, so this is Ankara. I also need to work on, let me just cut off this part so that I will know what I have left. Okay, set that aside, and then okay, let me just cut this one off. This is 1 and this is 2. This is my center front, and this is my waist. Okay, so that will be all I'll be doing for this front. I'll work on the back and then bring back the front. Okay, so I'm creating the same effect at the back. It has the neckline is very high. I went down by 1/3 on the front. I'll do the same thing on the back, and then connect, draw the side line. Just exactly the same thing I did in front. Just the same thing. Okay, I think this is fine at this point. So this is the Mikado. I think that will be all for that part. Okay, let me write back, center back, side back. Okay, I just remembered something. Since it's the top, I'll need the skirt part to get the full length of the top. What I'm having right now is my basic top, my basic bodice, and that's not the full length of the skirt, of the top rather. So I'll just have to add the skirt part. Okay, okay, let me just start with the back. I'll have to join these two together. Okay, so for this back, to get the full length, I think the full length of the top should be 26. 26 is fine. So I'll just mark 26 there and then connect. So let me just write 1 and 2 for the back. Hmm? This is the center back area and this is the side back. So I'll just demarcate. Now, if you look at the design, you'll notice that the center front, this piece at the center front is kind of shorter. It's shorter than the flare. Okay, it shouldn't affect the back. The back is just going to be complete. So I'll just cut out the back like this along the back area. Okay, so I'll just write my side back, and this is one. And then bring my front. Okay, let me keep this for now. Then I need to join the front back. Just join them and then mark the full length of the skirts of the top. Okay, my full length is 26, remember? So I'll fix my tape on 19, which is my shoulder to waist, and then mark 26, then cut out. Okay, so this is what I have. Okay, so the center front piece is shorter, let's say by 1.5 inch. Yeah, 1.5 is fine. Just mark 1.5 here. And then I'll just bring down this point here, bring it down, and then connect like this. Okay, so let me cut out this piece and show you, and then cut out this one. So this is my center front piece right now, and this is the side. I'm going to demarcate. I'll demarcate like this. This is 2, and this is the other part. That's this part is here, and this is the part that I'm going to use for my flare. So I'll bring my back. I'll also cut to get out the piece for the flare. Now this is side front, side back. Right. So I'm going to be joining the side front and side back Um, I'm noticing a little shortage at this point. I think the front is longer. Okay, I'll just cut it off. Okay, so this is what I have. And then I'll be doing slash and thread on the down part only to give it that flare. So this is the part I'll be joining. So this side, the center piece for the front, this for the front. Let me just write front here, and this for the back. I'll also be joining this one to the other piece at the front. So I'll do slash and spread. I'll just do that on the fabric to make it faster. These are my slash lines, and then I'll be cutting to this part. So I think that I've done the major part of this work. Okay, so I want to join these two pieces together just to make my work easier. Easier. So there won't be any side seam for this top. There won't be any side seam. So this is it. This is the side seams. Side, front and side back. Let me just write side pieces. Okay, that's this part. This part for the front and the back. So I think I've made my work quite easier. This is the center front. This is the center back piece. These are the side pieces, and this is the flare part. Okay, and these are the yokes, the back yoke and the front yoke. Okay, the shoulder, and these are the down parts. I think that is all for the pattern drafting. Okay, so I'll cut now. I'll just cut. I'll be adding half-inch seam allowance all through. So it's still half-inch seam allowance for this piece. Then for the side piece that has slash and spread, I'll be using this part. I really want it to spread a bit more than what is in the picture. Okay, let me do my slash. So I'll just cut round, putting half-inch seam allowance. Okay, that's all for this part. Okay, so I'll be working on the yoke parts, and that will be with my Mikado silk. So I made an observation for the center front area. I was supposed to add an extension for the plackets, but I did not. Oh, I just discovered it now. So I'm going to be cutting out this piece, and then I'll join this piece to the center front, 2.5 inches. Now I'm making it 3, not 2.5. I'm making it 3 inches so that I'll be using half-inch for seam allowance for joining. 3 inches is okay for this. Please, when making yours, avoid this kind of mistake or to set you back kind of. There you're not supposed to have joining. Be having joining there. Okay. Okay, so I've added an extension. I've created this extension for the center front. I'll be using it for the button placket. Okay, let's set it aside. We are almost done. I already arranged the yoke on the Mikado silk fabric. So I'll just cut everything and we'll be done with the cutting tutorial. And this is the sleeve. I'll just leave 1 inch on the sides. Alright guys, we've come to the end of today's tutorial. These are all the pieces that I've cut. I'll be cutting the lining and the interfacing, and then I'll be showing you guys how to join them together. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I really appreciate you guys. Bye.